Hello my friend, welcome to my Java Zip. I hope that you are well. Until now, whenever we change our code and then wanted to see the effect of the code in the browser, we save the code and then manually reload the browser. Okay? But there is much better way. So instead we can make the page reload automatically whenever we change our code in the editor. So let's now learn how to do this. So in the real world, no professional developer reload their browser manually, like we have been doing. So everyone use some kind of tool to do that, to make our life easier. As we go through this course, we will now also install such a development tool which is called a live server. And we can actually use live server in two different ways. First, we can install VS Code extension, or second, we can use a bit of more professional workflow using NodeJs and so-called npm package. And let's actually start with the easier approach, which is to simply install the live server, the extension, here on VS Code. So what we'll do, we will search extension, live server. Okay, and here is it, the first one, this one. So just click install as always. Okay, and then as we close this, you will see that down here we have this we have this go live button, right? Okay, I have because I have installed before, but you will see it when you install it. You don't have before to install this extension, but when you install it, you have this button here now. Okay, good. And so let's try to log something into the console. For example, let's log. I forgot shortcut. Log. I will log calc h. For example, what I will do. I don't know. Something like this. Maybe. Oops. Okay. No, not yet. Or actually, let's try to click this button here before to log. Go live. Click here. I'm waiting. You see? So you see it's starting, and now it opened up a new browser tab on this address here. So this URL, okay, 127.0.0.1, etc. Then here we click on F12 to open the console. Where is it? Not here. Oops, what is the problem? Why does it work for me? It's blocked, I think. F12. Good. It's blocked. Good. So let's, if you want, you can increase, okay? You can increase the size of the console if you want, huh? Okay? And now let's actually try to change something in our JavaScript file. So I will just call this function here that I have written before, like this. And now watch what happens as I simply save this file. So now if I hit Ctrl plus S, and you see that here in the other side, the output automatically appeared without me having to load the browser, right? And if I try some other value, for example here 92, Okay, if I save again, amazing. Then you see that is updated here again, immediately. And so that is a live server extension doing its work. Okay, but let's take it back here, so I don't need this one. And actually, I will close this Chrome tab here, because this was only the first way of using a live server. So as I said before, there is more professional way of running a live server, which is just by using something called Node.js, which is JavaScript runtime that we can install on our computers. Now, if the extension that we just installed works just fine for you and you don't want to add any more complexity, then you can just skip the rest of this video and move on in the course, inshallah. But I will actually use the second approach in the rest of the course, which is to first install Node.js and then use an npm package called live server there. But again, you can follow the rest of the course, okay, when I upload it, just as well by simply using the extension that we just installed. You don't need to install Node.js and the live server npm package, But if you are curious and want to see how the second approach works, then let's now quickly go ahead and install Node.js on our computers. I have do it, but I will do it again. So just Google here Node.js. Okay, and then of course probably the first result. Okay, and Node.js is a way of running JavaScript outside of the server, but also it is a way of running development tools just like the live server that we want to install now. So go to the download, okay, and then you can use the LTS version for whatever platform that you are using. So Windows, Mac, Linux, just download whatever you need for your case. Then install it and then come back to this video. Okay, it is simple to install, simple setup file, no problem. Don't worry about this, no configuration needed. Just next until you finish. Now, if for some reason you cannot do this, or if anything goes wrong, then don't worry. You can of course continue this course inshallah without using a live server. Okay? So please don't get stuck on this video if you don't manage to install the live server for some reason. Okay? Now, anyway, after you successfully install the Node.js, it will become available as a program in the so-called terminal. So VS Code has a terminal included, and to open it, I have it here. I have it, but you can open it. Okay, we need to go to the menu bar. Okay, and then here in terminal, click in new terminal. Okay, I have two, no problem. There is no problem, so I will delete this one. Here is it. Or you can also use this, there is a shortcut here. It's a weird shortcut, as you can see. You see, Ctrl plus Shift plus U with exclamation, this one, don't know. Okay? But I prefer to do like this directly, by clicking from here. It's necessary. And then I will clear this terminal here by hitting Ctrl or Command plus K. Okay, and that looks a little bit better. Anyway, in case you are not familiar with the terminal, it is basically a way of giving a computer instruction, and we will learn more about terminal later in the course. This is not the point to worry about terminal, and all I want you to do is to write now minus v. Okay, well, I have some problem here, no problem, but node minus v, and hit enter. Okay, and you should see some kind of number here as me, v version 12.18.4. It doesn't matter what number, but as long as you see a number, it means that you successfully installed node.js. So if you have this number here, then you can now write the next step is, maybe I will increase this one. The next step is to write npm install live server minus g. Okay, and in case you are on Mac, you will probably need to sudo this command. I mean to write here sudo something like this if you are in Mac. Okay, so start command with sudo and then npm install live server g. So again, it is not important that you understand what this does. It is not the purpose. Let me just tell you that npm is the node package manager, which is basically a program to download tools. Then here we say install, and then here we say that the tool we want to install is called live server, and -g means that it should be installed globally, and that will make the live server tool available everywhere on your computer. So if you are on Mac, use sudo here before the command, but on Windows you don't need sudo. Okay, and it won't work even if you use sudo. Then hit now enter, and if you are on Mac, you now need to enter your password, and then it should start doing something like this. So right now it's being installed, and I got some warm. Okay, but there is no error here apparently, but I think they are not really important. Okay, anyway, I already had live server installed anyway, and so this worms, or maybe you will see some errors here, they should be no problem. So we can clear our console again by hitting Ctrl plus key or Command plus key, and so that looks much better. And now all we need to do is to write live, I don't know why it makes this like this, live server. It's broken, I don't know why, but it is bugging VS Code, I think, no problem. So write like something like this, live server. Okay, and then hit enter. Good. So it automatically opened up a tab in the browser, so probably in your predefined browser, and this browser tab is now connected to your current project folder. And so in the console here, you can see the folder, which is this one. Okay, good. So developer skills in this case, and so that's exactly the project folder that we are in right now. So whenever you run live server in some folder, that folder will then be opened in the browser. And whenever we open the folder in the browser, it will then open the index.html file by default. And that's why we always have an index.html file in any folder. Okay? Okay, so let's open up the console here. Then we get small error, maybe. I don't have it here. But as we reload the page, the error disappear. If you have an error, just reload, because I have before, so I have to do it again. And here, let's log to the console the result of calc age 1986. Yeah, maybe I can delete this block again. This one, I don't need it. I delete it. Okay. So now, when I make save, watch what happens here on the right side in the browser. So it will not reload the browser. It will only hit Ctrl S, the save file, and you see it looks like half a second. Then the browser reloaded, and now we get the result here automatically. Also, you can see down here in the terminal that the change was detected, and so that's what triggered the reload. Okay, so any file that changed in this folder now will trigger a reload. So even if I change something in the HTML file, for example, here if I added something like this, cool. Okay, and now if I save, it's good. Then see how it changed here as well, right? Right? So let's put that back. Okay, and I close the HTML file. I don't need it. And actually, we can even close also this terminal if you want. Okay. So if I close it and save it again, you will see it reload. Do you see? So the terminal, it is still down there. It is just not visible, but we can always get it back by hitting new terminal. And actually, that's a new one, but then just click this menu here, okay? And go to the first one, which says here Node. Here is it. Okay? And with this, we established a real-world web development environment or workflow. And so now you can really start to feel like a real JavaScript developer, not one of the kind that has to manually load their browser. So I hope that you find this cool as I do. But in any way, we are now finished setting up our browser and also our development workflow. So basically, this part here of the section, so the editor setup. And so now we are ready to go a little bit into developer skills, because that's also an area that's important to develop for you as a new developer. And so the next couple of videos will be how to learn and how to solve problems. So see you inshallah next video about this very important subject. I hope that you will follow this course until the end. It will be very long, I know, but I hope that you will follow it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Faisal Azib, and follow me on Instagram faisal.chico and teams.winners, Telegram Learn Practice and Share, Facebook Learn Practice and Share page. Take care of us. I tell you goodbye. Wassalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.